Once upon a time, in a colorful jungle far away, there lived a young lion cub named Leo. Leo was different from the other lion cubs. His mane was a bit messy and he was smaller than the rest. This is a story about how Leo learned that bullying is not fun, and how he found the courage to stand up for himself and others. Every day, Leo would try to play with the other cubs, but they would always leave him out. They would laugh at his messy mane and tease him for being small. Leo felt sad and lonely, wishing he could be just like the other cubs. One day, while Leo was sitting alone by the river, he met Ellie, a wise old elephant. Ellie noticed Leo's sad face and asked him what was wrong. Leo told her about how the other cubs treated him and how it made him feel. She patiently listens to Leo's story, nods and shows empathy for Leo's feelings, and gently pats Leo with her trunk to comfort him. Ellie smiled kindly at Leo and said, "My dear Leo, being different is not a bad thing. It's what makes you special. The cubs who tease you are bullies, and bullying is never okay. It's important to remember that their words don't define who you are. Be yourself and embrace your uniqueness. Stand tall and be proud. Speak up and let grown up about the bullying," Ellie said boldly. As Leo and Ellie were talking, a small monkey named Max swung down from a nearby tree. Max had overheard their conversation and wanted to help. He introduced himself to Leo and offered to be his friend. Leo was surprised but happy to have a new friend. Max didn't care that Leo's mane was messy or that he was smaller than the other cubs. He liked Leo for who he was. Together with Ellie, they spent the afternoon playing and laughing. As the sun began to set, Ellie, Max, and Leo sat together to come up with a plan to stop the bullying. They decided that the best approach was to talk to the other cubs and help them understand why bullying is wrong. The friends share ideas to address the bullying. They talk about the best way to approach the cubs and decide on a plan to talk to the other cubs. The next morning, Leo woke up feeling nervous but excited. He practiced what he wanted to say to the other cubs with Max and Ellie. They reminded him to stand tall, speak clearly, and remember that he had friends who supported him. When they arrived at the usual play area, Leo saw the group of cubs who had been teasing him. Taking a deep breath, he walked up to them with Max by his side. The other cubs looked surprised to see Leo approaching them confidently. With a clear voice, Leo said, "I want to talk to you about how you've been treating me. It hurts my feelings when you tease me and leave me out. Bullying is not fun for anyone. We should all be kind to each other no matter how we look or how big we are." At first, the other cubs were quiet. They looked at each other, not sure what to say. Then one of them stepped forward and said, "We're sorry, Leo. We didn't realize how much we were hurting you. We thought it was just fun, but now we see it wasn't fun for you at all." The other cubs nodded in agreement. They had never thought about how their actions made Leo feel. Max then spoke up, explaining how wonderful Leo was as a friend and how much fun they had together. The cubs realized they had been missing out on getting to know a great friend. The cubs asked Leo if he would like to play with them. Leo smiled and agreed. For the first time, they all played together, laughing and having fun. They discovered that Leo was great at hide-and-seek because of his small size, and his messy mane was perfect for silly hairstyle games. From a distance, Ellie watched the cubs playing together. She felt proud of Leo for speaking up and happy that the other cubs had learned an important lesson. She knew that this was just the beginning of many friendships and a kinder jungle for all. In the days that followed, Leo and his new friends decided to spread kindness throughout the jungle. They made a pact to always include others and to speak up if they saw anyone being bullied. They even made colorful signs with kind messages to hang around the jungle. Leo and his friends decided to start a jungle kindness club. They invited all the young animals in the jungle to join. The club's mission was to promote friendship, understanding, and kindness among all the jungle animals, no matter how different they might be. At the first Jungle Kindness Club meeting, animals of all shapes and sizes gathered in a sunny clearing. Leo, with his newfound confidence, stood up and shared his story. He talked about how it felt to be bullied and how much better things were now that everyone was kind to each other. After Leo spoke, other animals started sharing their own experiences. A giraffe talked about being teased for his long neck, and a parrot shared how others made fun of his colorful feathers. They all realized that many of them had felt left out or different at some point. Inspired by all the stories, the Jungle Kindness Club created a special pledge. Each animal promised to be kind, to include others, and to stand up against bullying. They all put their paws, hooves, or wings together and recited the pledge, feeling united in their mission to make the jungle a kinder place. In the weeks that followed, the jungle became a much friendlier place. The young animals went out of their way to be kind to one another. They helped each other, shared their food, and made sure no one was left out during playtime. Even the older animals noticed the positive change. Leo had changed too. He was no longer the shy, lonely cub he used to be. His confidence had grown, and he had become a leader in the Jungle Kindness Club. He still had a messy mane and was smaller than the other cubs, but now he saw these as things that made him special, not things to be ashamed of. To celebrate the success of the Jungle Kindness Club, the animals decided to throw a big party. They decorated the jungle with colorful flowers and leaves, prepared delicious fruits, and planned fun games that everyone could play together. It was a joyful celebration of friendship and kindness. During the party, Ellie the wise elephant gathered all the young animals around her. She praised them for their efforts and reminded them of an important lesson. Remember, little ones, that kindness is like a boomerang. When you send it out, it always comes back to you. By being kind to others, you're also being kind to yourselves. As the party came to an end, Leo looked around at all his new friends. He saw animals of all types playing together, helping each other, and showing kindness. He realized that by speaking up against bullying, he had not only helped himself but had also helped create a better jungle for everyone. As the sun set on the jungle, Leo curled up next to his parents. His father nuzzled his messy mane proudly and his mother purred, "We're so proud of you, Leo." Leo fell asleep with a smile, knowing that he had found his place in the jungle and had helped make it a kinder home for everyone. And so the once lonely little lion had become a hero, showing that even the smallest animal can make the biggest difference when they stand up for what's right.